Hey guys, it's Doc Vinyl again, and today I thought I'd do a different band. I'm going to do some new stuff. I don't just listen to music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. This is a relatively new band, formed in 2006. Very unique. So I thought I would cover this new band, and I'm going to do a couple of new bands from here on out, and bands I listen to. This is a band called Bare Hands. Bare as in bear, hands, kind of play on words. Very cool. That was Giants, one of the big hits in 2014. Got a little cut sheet on them. I'm just going to go over them. They don't have a huge discography. They've only been around for... Their first album was in 2010. Last album was 2019, so they're still together. So they've been around 8-9 years. So very cool. They're kind of a post-punk indie band. Really cool. They were formed in 2006. They're from Brooklyn, New York. The two main players, Dylan Rao, who plays vocals and guitar, he's the lead singer, and Ted Feldman, who is another guitarist. They met at Wesleyan University in Connecticut. That's where they gone to school. So they kind of started the core of a band in 2006. Val Loper plays bass, and TJ Orsher is the drums. Again, young guys, cool American band. Very, very interesting. Did a little research here. Nothing crazy. I mean, I have most of their albums here. I have all their albums here. They have EPs and some selected stuff. I have a couple of neat things I will show you too. That's really, really cool. Like the album I just played is a Splatter album. Very, very cool. I'll show that towards the end of the video, so we'll get to that. So yeah, Bare Hands, their sound. Cool. Very cool. Unique. Definitely influenced by bands like The Jam, The Clash, the post-punk movement. Definitely got little flavors of Joy Division. It's got some little flavors of various other bands. Arctic Monkeys and other bands that are kind of near contemporary, Soundgarden influences, all kinds of stuff. A very cool new band. I'm going to be covering other new bands like The Struts. I've seen them live. Actually, I'll talk a little bit about them. They were cool. Saw them a couple of years ago. Nothing But Thieves, and a band called Cage the Elephant, which of course got world fame with their big hits before, but this band is not as well known. They've done some really cool stuff out of the four bands I talked about, the newer bands. When I consider them new bands, they're past 10 years. Again, this band was formed in 2006. Their first album came out in 2010, and it's called Bare Hands Burning Bush Supper Club. Really cool album. Cool label too, obviously. If people are into labels, their stuff's pretty cool. I mean, you see their albums. They definitely go for the interesting label design here. This is a very, very cool debut album. I really can't say enough about it. Side 1 starts out with Crime Pays, really interesting guitar work on it. Belongings is a good song. Those are the deep tracks. The big one is What a Drag. That is what got them out on the scene in 2010. It became the big hit for them. As an indie, their breakthrough song. Very good song. I like it. Not my favorite on this album, to believe it or not. High Society is really good, and Tablosaurus I really like. I love the integrations and the musical cascade that they use in that particular song. On side 2, they have Julian, which is pretty good. Wixie Boxing is pretty cool. Some really good guitar work. They have 2 guitarists, some keyboard work, lots of sequencing. Very, very cool stuff. Lots of really cool playing too. There's not a lot of auto-tuning at all, really, in this kind of work. And their drums are solid. I'm a drummer, obviously, and I love the drum work. So they were just a really good 4-on-the-floor rock and roll band, really playing it the way they are. Blood and Treasure's good. Can't Stick 'Em, Camel Convention, and Tall Trees. Again, just really, really good, solid debut album from this band. They had some EPs before and some developments, but this was their first big hit. And of course, that was called What a Drag. Very, very good album. And that came out in 2010 originally. It's available on vinyl. Of course, it's, you can download it, stream it. Of course, that's how I first heard about them, was by streaming, to be completely honest with you. Very cool album in 2010. Their second album came out almost 4 years later, 2013, 2014, and that was the one I was playing. It was called Distractions. This is probably one of my favorite albums by them. This has another big hit on it called Giants, which I was just playing. That was the song I used to open up my introduction to them. This is a very, very good album. This has quite a few good songs on it. Moment of Silence. It has Giants. Then it has another song called Agora, which really talks about agoraphobia and fears of crowds and everything, which is very interesting for a band that plays in front of people. Agora is a very good, interesting psychological song if you listen to the words and the play of music and the interplay of the words. Very poetic, very interesting. Bone Digger, another very good one, where of course about relationships. Vila Iowa is really good. Bad Friend is good. The Bug is good. Peacekeeper, Sleeping on the Floor, Party Hats, and Thought Wrong. Again, aimed at a younger generation. Granted, I sometimes look at them and like, well, I could be their father. But I really can connect with their music, because their music really does have really a human element to it, like any other band. And I love the fact that they fit right in. They even get a little feel. I'm not gonna, they're gonna love this, but to me, they get a little feel in a weird sort of way, like the Doors. I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know if they listen to the Doors. I assume they have. I mean, just about everyone listens to the Doors. But they get kind of a little Doors feel sometimes in a couple of the songs on this album, which is really cool. And that's kind of whole fuck the world kind of thing, which I kind of like. Very, very cool. Great album, 2014. Their third album, called You'll Pay for This. Very good album. Let me see. This one came out on blue vinyl. Wicked cool. See? Wicked cool. And this album came out, let me get my glasses on. I think this was 2017, if I'm not correct. But let me grab my glasses and check that out. It's The Hunt for Red October. I love it. They never put the dates on these things, but I am pretty sure this is 2017. You know what? I'm going to have to dig deep. I'm going to have to go grab the interior sheet on this one. And yeah, this one has a cut sheet too. See? The lyrics and stuff. Really, really cool. 2016. Okay, I was correct. 2016, yeah. Okay, this is a very, very good album. This is actually the album that I really got introduced to them in. And the first song I heard on the radio by them, and it was like a alternate station, was the song 2 a.m. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m., which is very true. Cool song. Okay, this album has I Won't Pay, 2 a.m., which I just mentioned, Boss, Deja Vu, Too Young, and The Shallows. Very, very cool. Side 2 is Like Me Like That, Chin Up, Marathon Man, Winner's Circle, I See You, and Purposeful Life. Again, very textured music, very different than their earlier album, which is really cool. The 2 a.m. song sounds a lot different than Giants, which is a little bit more in your face. This was, of course, released originally on regular vinyl, but then I have the blue vinyl version, which is really, really cool, as you can see, a little rarer. That's kind of cool. They got some really cool releases. I'm going to show you the Agora one in a minute. The Distraction album, which I got a splatter. John ordered for me down at Max J, and he just ordered a regular one, and I got a splatter one. You never know. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, and their latest album is really, really cool. It's called Fake Tunes. I got this when it first came out on my phone, but then I ordered it. This is on regular vinyl, nothing too crazy here. This album is just really, really cool. This had a lot of really good songs on. This has Blue Lips, which has kind of a funky rap, hip-hoppy thing going on to it to a certain degree with a woman's voice. Ursula Rose is on it. She's really cool. Very kind of cool song, kind of whole episodes of, I love you, baby, but I don't have time for you kind of thing. It's very cool stuff. Mr. Radioactive is really good on this. Friends in Higher Places, really good. Backseat Driver, which is a Spirit Guide. I love that song. Reptilians is really cool too. Nice instrumental work into that. Ignoring the Truth on side B. Clean Up California. X's. Pill Hill is really cool. Blame, and then Confession, again, another one with Ursula Rose on it. Very, very cool album. And again, this has some good things. Backseat Driver and then Blue Lips, which has been featured. And they're getting more and more of a presence out there. Oh, just lost the what they call that, the download card. But again, very, very cool work. This has got a nice lyric sheet in it too, as you can see. Really, really cool. Nice artwork. I'm really glad that they released all their stuff on vinyl, because you get a lot of extra stuff with it. You get the you're getting the artwork and the lyrics and stuff, which you don't necessarily get on a download. If you do, you get it on your phone and you got to look through it. But I mean, this is so much better. I'm kind of cool that they're kind of vinyl oriented. A lot of these new bands are, and I'd have to say that Bare Hands is definitely a vinyl friendly community, especially the multiple releases they have. Again, so let's do a quick recap. 2019, the latest album, Fake Tunes, which they're probably working on an album as we speak, I'm sure. And then 2016, You'll Pay for This. And in 2014, Distractions was the album I opened with, which I'm going to show you in 1 second. And then the Burning Bush Summer Club in 2010. Now check this out. I'm going to go over here. We'll take a little walk and look at the album now. This is the album I was talking about. See how cool that is? That's just really cool, right? That's the, give it a swap up. That's my Pioneer turntable. So as you can see, that's the, isn't that cool? Very, very cool splatter design. And that kind of goes with the album cover, as you can see here. I'm going to bring the album cover over. See the album cover kind of thing. See the album. Gonna get the light on there and see the album. Isn't that kind of cool? Very, very cool. So, yeah, let me pop that off. I'm gonna pop that off right over here. I know I'm out of the scene again. Here we go. But yeah, that's the album I was talking about. So really, really cool on both sides. Nice splatter design. A little rarer, a little cool. Again, like I said, very, very, very cool band. If you have not heard them and you like rock and roll and you don't mind a little indie, it's definitely a younger views of rock, but cool stuff. I definitely recommend them as a band. I'm going to cover some other bands, like I said, like the Struts, which are a little bit more friendly. They're kind of a cross between Aerosmith, Queen, and a couple other things, and very cool instrumental band. Beer Hands is a little different. Maybe I could say an acquired taste, but I like them. Definitely worth it. So check them out. John down at Max J's got their first album. I know that. I know they got a couple copies of that, and you can get other stuff too. So I think they're pretty readily available, but pretty cool stuff to collect. Good band to get on the ground floor. They just started. 4 albums, whatever. It's not like Rolling Stones like a bazillion albums, but can't highly recommend them. And again, it's cool. They're a U.S. band, which is interesting, from New York, this area. So they are cool. They do tour, and definitely be able to good chance to see them live in Boston. Not a problem. So they are definitely a band to keep an eye on. Okay. All right, so that's Dr. Vinyl for the new stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And like I said, I'm going to change the format around a little bit. I'd like to get some likes. That'll be great. And some more subscriptions would be awesome. We can expand the channel, do some more interviews, maybe do some show on one of the shows down at Max J Record Store would be kind of fun. Also, be working on some other stuff. I have the Drummers in Focus, which I'm thinking about. I have other shows. But also, if you guys have some ideas for shows, let's put it in the comment section and see what's going on. Really appreciate your support, and I hope to see you guys next week. Dr. Vinyl out.